Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of The Crossword. I mentioned in the last cryptic video that I had like a perfect streak going, and I thought, I'll probably lose it, but like, why not try to keep it going? Let's have a crack at the Saturday today. I also just got back from working out, so I'm like a little out of breath, but hopefully my brain's still mostly there. Unquestionably. I mean, it could just mean yes. Maybe there's some reason it should be I, like it's the same. I don't know. Unquestionably is more formal and I is less formal, right? That doesn't seem right. I don't think this can just be yes. Joshua trees, e.g. Are they like pretty long lived, maybe? I don't know. I don't really know anything about Joshua trees. F equivalent. Something sharp, I guess. Like E sharp. I don't know anything about music. G sharp. I don't know. Oh, the way in Islam. Oh, I should know this one. But I don't. It's not like Sharia or something, is it? That's like a different thing. Yeah, let's look at some crosses. Creators of quipus? Knotted strings used to record census data and other information. It must be some Roman, right? It even sounds like a Roman word, or Latin in general. It's not Nero. He like didn't really invent anything. Caesar was the one inventing the Caesar cipher. Well, he popularized its use in warfare. I don't know if he. I assume he didn't actually invent it. Make disappear could be vanish. You vanish something if you make it disappear. It's a little bit informal to say that, but yeah, sure. We'll vanish, and then this maiden can be a virgin. Kyo alternative? What the hell is that? Hope I get some help on the crosses. Iris feature. I don't know. It adds color to a sidewalk, while chalk art. Part of certain percussion instruments. Probably ends with an S. I mean, percussion instruments obviously are mostly drums, but they don't have to be. Something for which a dealer might tell customers hands off. Don't know. Cap material? Don't know. Kind of music or pitch? Don't think I know. No nose at a racetrack. If you're attending a racetrack, if you're in a race, if you're a horse in a race, there's a lot of options. If you're at it could be a car race. Those are called racetracks, right? I think usually a racetrack would be a horse race most of the time. One's making good use of the hands. Oh, I'm a little concerned about that G at the end. It's not an easy way to pluralize things. But it could be like, I don't know, cats walking or something. I mean, obviously that's not the answer, but that's a way it could be plural and still end with G, for example. Number 1, informally. Don't know. Singer India. Oh gosh, I always forget this one. It's not aria. Something like that, though. Whose house might be in Aarhus? I don't know what country Aarhus is, but it's obviously written in the language. The answer should be in the language of that country. Like, if that were Latin and the word for dog were, I don't know, there could be a doghouse there, or maybe. Well, it couldn't really be a specific person, right? Because might be. I feel like this should be like a word for dog in some language, maybe. Big name in bandages? I don't really know any of the big names in bandages. Ruffles. Irks? Like ruffles your feather if it irks you? Organizer of a couple's cruise. Why a question mark? Not very bright. Well, dim, obviously, but that's too short. Dumb? Probably not. It's like, I don't think that's right. Start of a romance. Well, there could be a spark, or start of a romance novel might. I'm not sure. A first date? Don't know. One of many that Bugs Bunny appeared in. I'm beginning to think I'm wrong about Virgin here, which is certainly possible. So this could be, they probably want me to write cell here, C-E-L, the like unit of animation. And this G is not that great. Vestal? What does Vestal mean exactly? Oh, I don't look things up in these crosswords, that's right. We'll try that. The Eucharist, E.G. Oh, that's, it's a rite, I guess? The Eucharist is the cracker that Catholics eat, and they say it's the flesh of Christ, right? I think so. So you could maybe that whole process could also be called the Eucharist, and that would be a rite? Maybe. Going out for a while? Asleep? No, going out for a while could be asleep. But going out for a while, I don't know. What can we do with this T and C? Anything? Oh, if we look at these downs? Oh, not this one. Draw. Don't know. Depict is too short. Sketch is wrong. Embroidery loop, I really don't know. Field of product liability. Something law? Tort law? Is that what torts do? We'll try it. But I don't think it's torts. Lime might be added to 1. That doesn't seem very good. Hands across the, I don't know, maybe this like, well, I kind of like this being blank law. Like, I don't know the song. I was thinking like hands across the sky. Like what would make sense as a title? Did it say it's a song? Yeah. A march. Retries. Appeals? Oh my gosh, I don't have my headphones in, so that noise probably came in over the speakers. Sorry about that. I do have the like desktop audio muted, so you're not picking up the sound from my from my computer. But today I didn't have the headphones plugged in, and so the speakers probably played that sound for you, and it was very unpleasant, I'm sure. Sorry. Anyway, the headphones are in now. Retries. I don't know, still. Oh, I was looking, does appeals fit? APPEALS. I mean, it does fit. Oh, something bets? You would have those at a racetrack, and there might be some kind of bet that's a no-no? Something not very bright is drab. Sonatal? Sonaral, maybe. That's a T though. Also, yeah, none of this fits. Okay, great. Good to know. But this L looks good because kind of music. Oh, no, I just had this brief thought. What is it? Softball. That's a kind of pitch, but not really a kind of music. Like some queens. Well, if we had 6 letters, we might say in drag. We have only 5. There's ant queens. I don't know. Suffer some damage? Could be take a hit? It has its opinions. Don't know. Basilica di Santi Cha. That's probably. Oh, I forget. These ch is a ch sound or a k sound in Italian. I think it's a ch sound because I remember. Well, I don't know. It's kind of weird when it comes to the beginning of the letter of the word. I'm no expert on Italian. And anyway, I don't have to read that loud, but I was trying to, and then I realized I don't know how to do that. So, blank state. Home of the Golden Flashes? What the hell? Never heard of this team. Kauai State, maybe? That's like, there's not a lot of 4-letter place names in America, right? So this could be it. Maybe Kona? I don't know. Our blank U is a little weird. Add up, so to speak. 1A in the Michigan nickname A squared. Ann Arbor must be called A squared. Powerhouse? Don't know. Over the edge, I guess. Over the hill would be a more natural way to fill this in, but the E seems okay so far. Aromatic attire. What do you wear for its smell? Like cologne and perfume, but you wouldn't call those attire. You could wear a rose, I guess. Will you call that an attire, though? From dawn to dusk is all day. Don't know. Don't know any Italian sculptors. Some Craigslist listings. Abbreviations? Do you list apartments on Craigslist, maybe? I don't like this DPGT thing. I'm wondering if this could be an H and we could have like rough. somehow. I don't know how that would add up, but protector of a quarterback's blind side often. Line backer fits. I don't know what their blind side is exactly. I don't really know the difference between a linebacker and a lineman. Well, we'll put it in for now. Hurt. Harmed. If you harmed someone, you hurt them. Words in a foreign language that bear a deceptive resemblance to those in another, like the French. I mean, I know some words for this. When it's a real, when they have a resemblance to one another. Oh, the other classic one of the classics is the Spanish word embarazada, which does not mean embarrassed. It means pregnant, and it's like the kind of word you don't want to accidentally use, right? It becomes very embarrassing to use it wrong. Anyway, so if they're real, if they're actually connected, you would call that a cognate. And I've heard people call false cognates. There's a slang word called for them called like false friends, but I don't know anything that fits in 8 letters. I know the concept they're talking about here and some names for it, but apparently not the right one. Pet from the tropics must be an iguana. Showbiz's Mr. Showmanship, no idea. Lilliputian must be teensy. Couple of pennies. Yes, this one's some wordplay. Ends. In the word penny, there are a couple of in the word pennies there are a couple of ends, and so they are a couple and they are of pennies, i.e. pennies owns them. Rules might define them. Well, laws, but I don't know. Major chip maker, I guess AMD? It's the only 3-letter one. NFL Hall of Famer. $1993 Super. This is actually in the era when I knew some of the good football players' names. I mentioned in a previous crossword some time ago that I had a friend who was into football, and like we played like the Super Nintendo football game or whatever when I was a kid. And this was back when the 49ers were a good team, which I guess they're not anymore. And we lived there, so it was like we had all the best football players. We lived in that area anyway, but obviously not on like Candlestick Field, which is now, oh, is it Citibank Field? I don't know who bought it. I still like, oh, Candlestick Park, right? Anyway, I can't think of this immediately, so anyway, Venom. Don't know. Be right with you. Don't know. Locale near a landing. I mean, this linebacker is not looking so great, to be honest. Locale near a landing. Ah, it doesn't have to... A landing could mean like an airplane landing, right? A place that an airplane lands. A place near where an airplane lands is near a landing. But also... a landing is like it's a geographical feature of some kind, right? Or also stairs have landings. A landing is like a shore that's got like a harbor or a pier or something, I think. I don't know. One likely to end on a low note? Well, that'd be a base, I think. Chops. I mean, chops both means your proficiency in something and also like your mouth area, something around there is referred to as chops, I think. This is not looking that great, but we got a fair few of them, I think. New order. Yeah. I don't know. Kind of music or pitch? Something tonal, maybe? No, it ends with T-A, T blank L. And we can put an A there, I think that's fine. Hose bets? Don't know. Respected figure. All right, we have a lot on this one. It ends with man, which is obviously pretty good. We knew that was right. The 3 acrosses there are pretty hard to argue with. Respected figure. Sadly, I don't know. I mean, the IE is like obviously pretty. Not a lot of letters that can come after this. You know, R or S would be the main ones. But I don't know what to do at the beginning of the. Well, maybe the R or the S. Well, it's an S, right? Yeah. Maybe we can do something over here. Keeping in mind that tort law, kawaii, and edge might all be wrong. Ah, it is the. Okay. I was thinking the op-eds when I saw it has its opinions, but I couldn't see how to make that 8 letters. But the op-ed page, that works. Something that adds up rings true. Like some queens. Well, there are an apiary is a place for bees. Is it possible that apial is a word for an adjective describing bees? Oh, this must be Kent State, by the way. An elder statesman is a respected figure. It used to be, anyway. Does it look like apial? Lime might be added to a wall. Lime, not the fruit, but like the rock or cement or whatever lime is. RW, though? It's a little awkward. Oh, how far had I gotten on my acrosses? Works with the hands. Some sculptures have hands, and they are works. Statues. So tort law actually seems right, which is pretty cool. I'm glad I pulled that one out of nowhere. Don't have any idea what this river is. Bunch of flowers. Well, you can have a spray of flowers, but that's 5 letters. Bunch of flowers. If you had like a bunch of rivers coming together, you know, a delta might be a plausible way to say bunch of flowers. But obviously we don't have that here. Suffix with prism. So it's 3 letters you can put after prism to be a word. Prismite? Prismatic is the most obvious. Like, prismite, I think, is a thing that exists, but I don't know what it is. cold evidence. Don't know. Oh, wait a minute. It could be evidence of a cold, not like evidence that has run cold in a case. Sniffles? Maybe? A sniffle is cold evidence? It's not amazing, but neither is the other stuff I had here. Be Right With You could be 1 sec if it were somehow not AMD. But what other major chip makers are there that are 3 letters long, right? Like, I don't think there are any. Rules might define them. Don't know. Don't know this still. This F seems good for false or fake or faux. False amis. It's French for false friends. This would be faux amis, perhaps. Left something. Is your left your blind side? I guess so, because most right-handed quarterbacks would turn to the right to get maximum leverage with their throwing arm when they're throwing, I guess. Are they really looking for lays here? L-E-I-S? Like, you can wear a lei and it smells good. I'll try it. Left backer? Is that a thing? I don't know. I mean, obviously you can fit hand at the beginning of this word here, but they can't put that in the definition, in the clue if it's in the answer. So hands could be like the hired help, so to speak, maybe? Well, now we have an A here. Could this be like... I don't know. Going out for a while. A couple who's been going out for a while are steady. But I don't think we can put a T here, so... I don't even know any like Italian cities that are 8 letters that are shaped like this. It's a total mystery. Okay, well, unsurprisingly, I'm going to need some help. So let's see how we did with all these letters so far. Missed quite a lot. Really. Left tackle is what they're called. That's right. I knew left backer felt weird. One likely to end on a low note. Starts with T. And it wasn't AMD. That's very... Oh. Could they be talking about potato chips? Like Lay's? But Lay's is 4 letters. Okay, this could be 1 sec then. I mean, I'll put in faux amis. A stare, yeah. I couldn't put stare because I had some other letter somewhere. Didn't I? No, I didn't. I had an E here for a while. I mentioned stairs, but that was when there was an E here. And when I fixed it to left, I didn't reevaluate whether stare made sense. One likely to end on a low note is a tuba. Chops. Axes. If you chop something, you axe it. Liberace? Sure, makes sense. Arax? Axex? Should have been an S. Rules, like the rule of a leader. A ruler's rule defines an era, perhaps. Apian? I pushed some random button. I don't know what it was. I was trying to find the space bar, but I missed like 3 times in a row. Apian, I guess? Lime might be added to, I don't know. And then all this stuff up here is wrong, huh? Kidnap? Maiden. You have like your maiden voyage, your first voyage, if you're a ship. I feel like I've never seen this clue. How did I skip it every time? Show the door. No. Escort out. Ask her out. Ask her out, man. Get her out of here. Show her the door. I don't think so. The hands. I think this is an A. Sparks, maybe? Start of a romance? It's a little weird that it's pluralized. Maybe you put lime in a kiln? I don't know. An apian is kind of makes some sense. Hands across the sea. That could be a thing. Oh, you know what? Going out for a while could be seeing. I said if you've been seeing someone for a while, you're going steady, but it's actually if you're seeing someone. Still looks like C, though. I don't know, I mean, Sparks is okay. It's just the K-E-L that I hate. Is this like a plate or a pleat or something? One of those is to do with hair, and one of them is to do with sewing, I think, somehow. think a pleat is, you have a pleated skirt, right? Any plaited hair, A-I-T, I think. Definitely not an expert on that. Oh, what is this, CN? Oh, maybe seeing is wrong all along. Arle? I don't think so. All right, let's check what I've got now. Wasn't pleat. It happened to start with P. That's interesting. But I don't think it's because I was close to the right word. I just got lucky there. I have no idea what it could be, even with the P. Bunch of flowers. And this is K blank L blank. Oh, so is this seeing then? No. Oh, it could be steady, but then we have KTL, which makes no sense. It's not even like contiguous parts of the alphabet. I don't know. Could this be like hi-hats? That was a thing I thought, well, no, it doesn't end with an S. Oh, part of. Yeah, right. Not parts of, part of. Okay, some car. A brand new car? No. What about like a display room, a showroom car? Hands off, though. It's such a specific phrase that it must actually be something to do with. Yes, it's something to do not just meaning don't touch, but something specifically about hands off, and it's a self-driving car. The dealer might say, "Hey, it's hands off." Okay, maybe that's a breakthrough. Maybe not, though. Make it disappear. All right, give me this letter. Oh, the Inca. Sure, it's not Roman at all. A couples cruise? Noah organized a couples cruise famously. Something out still seems good. Draw. Attract. You draw something if you attract it. Band shirts? Doesn't really make any sense, huh? Oh no, look at this. Card sharks make good use of the hands that they are dealt. And this is looking like Sharia. Usher out, yes. Harry, okay. Yucca, that's a kind of tree. And it's just, yes, okay. Didn't think it could be that simple. Well, now we have this tea going out for a while. Don't know. Works with the hands. Still don't know. Embroidery loop is not a pivot, is it? I don't think so. Oh, I was thinking retries as a verb, but I guess retries as a noun. A retry is a do-over, and so retries are do-overs. Is Astoria a place? Prismood? Probably not, right? Bunch of flowers. Don't know. What do I have here? KMA? No idea. Venom. What is G blank N? Gwen? Could it be Malice? It could be Malice. Major chip maker. What kind of chip are they talking about? I don't know. Well, is this like an R or something, or an N? It is an N, but you know, M-A blank kind of looks like man at the end of a name. But who the hell is the NEC? NEC. It's a Japanese multinational IT company, IT and electronics company. Huh. Natural Electrical Code. National, I'm sorry, not natural. Huh. John? It's kind of like a name that Italian people might have. Well, this is kind of interesting because this kind of has to be a vowel. But then what the heck is going on here? This could be like an L, it could be Elkman. But I don't know what the powerhouse is even then. All right, how are we doing so far? Got all those. Okay, T, this must be an E or an O. An O looks pretty good for maybe this is a pivot, right? Music, kind of music. Don't know. They don't ban prop bets at a racetrack, do they? Like, why would they? Maiden. Don't know. Okay, let's start getting some more letters, I guess. A damsel is a maiden, sure. Make disappear. Something like dis or des, maybe. Iris feature. I still don't know. A mallet. You use a mallet for some percussion instruments. Cap material. Music or pitch? Elevator. Elevator music and elevator pitch. You make something disappear if you dispel it. Maybe Kyo is a kind of beer, and then APE makes sense for something that would be in an eye, maybe? Like sharing a root with aperture? Cap material. Pile drive? No. So number one is your fave. You can't put late bets. What the heck is this? Oh, it's not pivot. It's a picot, whatever that is, because this is polar ice. Apiola. Goodness heavens. Or, I got that wrong. Goodness gracious or good heavens. You can't say goodness heavens. That's just silly. Works with the hands. If you need some bread, you work it with your hands. This is probably some cocktail, I just don't know. Like many cocktails. Is a pose of flowers? Like, is that a thing? Oh, a CZ. Sure, that's a place. Prismoid? That could be a word, sure. Denimo. Whose house might be in our house? Don't know what's going on here. Just give me this letter. A Dane. Oh, okay. Our house must be a place in Denmark? Or, no, wait. I always get those countries confused. So if you're Danish... So the Netherlands, there's... I don't know. There's like Holland, which is actually just part of the Netherlands. It's all very confusing. You can watch, like, I think a CGP Grey video about it. Going out for a while. Don't know. Apian, and we'll say it's a kiln, maybe. Oh, going out for a while could be siesta, and Swanee, sure, that could be a river. How am I doing so far? Close. Oh, areola, that's like an actual word. Maybe a Kyo is some kind of a retirement savings account and you could have an IRA instead? Sure. Bunch of flowers. It's POS but not E. Has to be a vowel. Posa. Posi. Poso. Posu. I don't know. Give me this one. A dynamo. Really, I've never seen Posy spelled like this. Arkman? Alkman? Aikman, oh, of course. It was John, just like I thought it might be. And Aikman is a reasonable name. We'll do the mini real quick here. It's the big mini, right, on Saturdays? Yeah, the MIDI. Are we ready? Yes, we are. Handy item for tourists. You need a map? Dwayne, I have no idea. End of a walk down the aisle. Don't know. Sound of agreement made with a closed mouth. I'm gonna try to spell that. Tofu base. Soy, I guess? Skilled with numbers. Mathy. Actor Sandler is Adam. Curly hairstyle. A perm? Los Angeles football team. I don't know. He became the first puppet to testify before Congress. That's Elmo. Dwayne Reed. Or Mead? I'm not sure. An altar. It is. There you go. Rams, of course. The Rams. Okay, well, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this little way too hard crossword. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.